from Kenyans reacting to Farah Maalim.
You are an idiot of the highest order. You are a murderer.
To joblessness in the city.
People should not be sleeping at 10:30 a.m. in the garden.
Will next elections get rigged?
Kenya hakuna rais ameenda kwa miaka 5. Kwani huyu ndiye atakuwa wa kwanza?
How indisciplined are the youths?
Who exactly has the bar to say, or the standard to say, that we are being indisciplined?
We are coming for you.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to ShowNewTrend. I'm Mr. Today and my name is Elvis Derry. Kenyans, do you remember this video of Farah Maalim abusing you?
Alafu washenzi wengine wanasema ati Kasongo Ruto must go. Kwa nina zenu hao ambao wanasema hivyo? Kwani amekaa kwa kiti ya mama yako ama baba yako?
After this video of Farah Maalim abusing Kenyan people circulated on the internet, the people never kept quiet. The people were angry but never silent. Just listen to this.
Yani nikikaa nikifikiria nikikumbuka tu Farah Maalim alitutukana tu kumanina zenu. Nasikia tu kumshika hivi Farah Maalim. Because you know what? The first 4 letters of that kumanina means vagina. And the second 4 letters of that word means mother. In our Swahili language. You get? So hata hajatutukana sisi. Hajatutukana sisi, ametutukania mama zetu. That what Farah Maalim. Yani hivyo ndio Farah Maalim alifanya. And then, yani mtu mzima na akili zake, kiongozi mzima wa Kenya amesimama mbele ya umati, mbele ya watu, mbele ya viongozi wengine kututukana tu kwa maneno zenu. Na hakuna kiongozi ambaye ameongelelea hilo swala. Hakuna kiongozi ambaye amesema ni makosa. Hakuna kiongozi yote ambaye amesimama kwenye stage akasema what Farah Maalim did was actually very wrong. Lakini ingekuwa nimefanya mimi Mkenya tu ambaye sina lolote, sina chochote, ama angekuwa amefanya Mkenya mwingine, angekuwa ametafutwa na DCI, angekuwa ametafutwa na polisi, angekuwa ametafutwa na kila mtu, akashikwa akakuwa abducted. Lakini kwa vile ni MP Farah Maalim, nothing has been done. Alafu nyinyi viongozi mnataka sisi tuwaheshimu. Tunawaheshimuje nyinyi ikiwa nyinyi wenyewe hamtuheshimu?
Even the former deputy president of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, he came and said that the president laughs anytime a politician abuses Kenyans because he's the one who sends them. Let's listen to what Rigathi Gachagua had to say.
Wacha nikwambie Mejadong, usikashifu hawa viongozi. Najua mimi nimekaa na rais sana. Mimi namjua. Ukiona hao wajumbe wakitukanana, ukimwangalia anacheka. Anakuanga yeye ndiye amewatuma. Si mimi namjua? Yeah, I know him. If you check when they are abusing people, wakitukana anatembea kama umemwangalia hapo nyuma, alikuwa anapiga mguu namna hii.
Even Eric Omondi, the president of Comedy in Africa and an activist, he came and said this.
Farah Maalim, wewe ni fala. Wewe ni fala, una akili. Wananikasirisha, ni mpumbavu. He's stupid. He's an idiot. How can you go to a microphone like this? You are not even a parent. You are not a human being. You are a demon. This is what happened in Rwanda. You are very stupid, Mr. Farah. Wacha nikutukane because you deserve it. You are idiotic. You are nonsensical. You are a murderer. You do not deserve to be a leader. By all means, Farah Maalim. I was shaking. I don't understand how you are still in office. You need to resign. It is going to be very bad for him. I genuinely just lost. You are a fool. If I met you, I would go to jail. I would punch you so hard. I don't know if you have children. We are all humans, and God. You are an idiot of the highest order. You are a murderer. If I were you, I would leave this country for at least 20 years. You are an idiot. And if I meet you, I will beat you. Sitakuua wewe, unataka kuua watu. You deserve a punch on the nose. Farah Maalim, please resign today. I'm advising you. Do not wait for us to come for you. It will be ugly. Cool our tempers by resigning. Farah Maalim, do not attempt to go back to the building that is the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya. I repeat, Farah Maalim, stay in your house. I dare you to get into your car and attempt, don't even do, to go to the Kenyan Parliament. Try.
Even a fellow politician was not happy with the Dadaab Member of Parliament, Farah Maalim's statement, abusing Kenyans publicly. Just listen to what this politician had to say.
Jana niliona mzee, nilikuwa nasoma nikiwa mtoto mdogo, anaitwa Farah Maalim, akiongea vitu zenye hata zieleweki. Lakini Waswahili wanasema usione mvi kwa kichwa mtu kadhani ni hekima, wajinga pia wanazeeka. Na Farah tu ni Farah tu. Hawezi ongea hivyo wakati nchi yetu imefika hapa. But we shall teach you a lesson. Na watu wanasema mambo ya mulima. Kenya mzima vijana wote wamekasirika. Wamama wamekasirika, wazee wamekasirika. Wacha kusema mambo ya mulima. Wote wana moto 2027 ndio utajua hii Kenya ni ya mama zetu. Asanteni sana na gayamo ya muradhi.
To be honest, instead of these politicians working for the people who voted for them, they are busy moving around Kenya in rallies, just talking nonsense and abusing the Kenyan people. Like Kenyans, must you go and listen to what they have to say? If you see them, just ignore them and continue minding your own business.
Alafu washenzi wengine wanasema ati Kasongo Ruto must go. Kwa nini zenu ambao wanasema hivyo? Kwani amekaa kwa kiti ya mama yako ama baba yako?
Truly, Farah Maalim is a shame. He's a shame to the political class. Like those people who voted for him, that people, like what are you thinking voting for Farah Maalim? Anyway, let's continue. In Lebanon, our people, our Kenyan people are still stranded there since the war started in October 2024. Like the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, they went there to start the evacuation process, but they never finished what they started. And our people are still stranded there, still suffering there in these times of war. Just take a look at how our people are surviving. The ministry didn't finish the evacuation process, and our Kenyans, our own people, they're stranded in Lebanon in shelters. There's no work, no money, no communications for 3 good months. And those shelters were opened because of the war, and currently they're being closed down. We are in the year 2025. And where will our people go? Where will our Kenyans live and stay? Will they be sleeping in the streets of Lebanon? Just listen to what Dr. Mambe Serikali had to say about how many Kenyans are stuck in Lebanon.
Family, 26,000 Kenyans, actually more than 26,000 Kenyans are stranded in Lebanon. And you know, Israel has been ninnying Lebanon like crazy. Even the Lebanese themselves have been trying to leave Lebanon. There's been long queues of cars. Guys have been appealing, the families of those guys have been appealing to the government. The government is silent, they're just joyriding in New York. But no word. They're saying that the embassy, the Kenyan embassy in Lebanon is not helping guys. Is it because these are the Watus? Is it because mainly they're maids and all these things? Why is the government so silent? Anyway, family, I've been talking about this a lot on my YouTube channel. It's time to come home. As we're fixing our country, it's also time to come home because the world's about to get crazy.
The number could be even more higher than that. Take a look at some of these videos of how our Kenyans are surviving in Lebanon.
Wametulipua. Siwezi toka dadangu mpaka wakuja wanitoe. Hii ndio situation hapa sasa hivi naongea na wewe. Nyumba imeenda chini. Mimi niko siwezi toka. Sijui venye nitatoka nje kuna waka moto.
Akiwalimu siku za Lebanon, aki tunakufa hivi ndio tunakufa. Acha nimeendea bishti yangu. Oh God. Narusha bomu. Aki Mungu tusaidie. Mwadhani, acha niwaonyeshe. Na nimeendea bishti yangu. Wanalia huko. Jesus please God. Please Father please. hivi ndio tunakufa.
Apart from our people, Kenyans, being stuck in Lebanon, in Kenya, their own country, things are even more worse. It feels more like the government has declared a cold war against its own people. Like yearly, we have influx of graduates, high demand of job opportunities, but there's none. And this has led to our youths, our young people of this country, being depressed, being suicidal, early pregnancies, drug abuse, and so much more. Just take a look at this.
I took these videos at Jivanji Gardens at 10:30 a.m. Yes, 10:30 a.m. There's people sleeping in the gardens early morning. Okay? This shows there's something very wrong somewhere. Either it's unemployment or it's homelessness. But either way, people should not be sleeping at 10:30 a.m. in the garden. It's not right. Okay? So, please, can we create a good life for our people? These people deserve jobs, you know. They should be working in factories or businesses or whatever, not sleeping here early morning. This is not right. So please, my people, no one is coming to fix us. Let us fix ourselves. Let us get these people some decent form of employment or something. Let's work hard to make a better country and eventually a better continent.
The late president of Kenya, Mwai Kibaki, he never supported sending our people to foreign countries to go and work there, to go and die there, to go and get mistreated there. But he advocated for creating opportunities here in Kenya. Just listen to what he had to say.
And as I look around the whole world where Kenyans have migrated to, we have enormous supply of qualified manpower and women power all over the world. And we hope that they'll come back and that they'll join us in building that new Kenya. So as we think of that new Kenya, please let us make a decision today that history shall be written by historians, and that we don't spend a lot of valuable time wasting time arguing about who did what or who should have done what and did not do. Let us focus on things which require doing, and there are very many things which require doing.
Instead of politicians putting politics aside and serving the people of Kenya, working for the people who voted for them, they are busy playing politics, going around in rallies all the time. And even some of them are planning on how they're going to be rigging the 27 elections. Just listen to what Osa Sudi had to say about this.
Kenya hakuna rais ameenda kwa miaka 5. Kwani huyu ndiye atakuwa wa kwanza? Kama tunafanya nini? Kama tumelala wapi? Kama nini imefanyika? Kwani Kenya ni yenu? Mjue William Ruto aende mahali. Makawas. Hapo ndo manyigura ile kinyiti.
One thing that I love about Kenya right now, currently, is that there's nothing like tribal divisions. Tribalism is something of the past. And currently, Kenyans are more united than ever. They're more patriotic than ever. 2027 elections is going to be hot, and it's just around the corner. And this government, they're very scared of the unity that Kenyans have right now. And they're going to do everything in their power to clinch onto that seat. But the question is, with all this unity that the Kenyan people have, and all this patriotism, will they succeed? Will they manage to run the government again? Listen to what Wood Kano had to say.
Nataka kuwatabiria hii na inaenda kufanyika. 2027 January hapo February tutakuwa tunaelekea uchaguzi. Na wanaenda kununua tear gas mingi sana. Wanaenda kununua rubber bullets mingi sana. Hata the real ones watanunua mingi sana. Na wanaenda kununua water cannons mingi sana. Wanaenda kununua gari za polisi, hizi Mariamu, zile lori mingi sana. Wanaenda kununua farasi mingi sana. Wanaenda kununua rungu mingi sana. Wanaenda kununua vitu mingi sana ya kudeal na mwananchi. Wajua kwa nini? Raundi hii Mkenya aende kupangwa kulingana na kabila. Ati sisi kama jamii tunasikiza kingpin wetu anasema nini? No. Na maskini ameamka. 2027 inaenda kudecide. The few watabaki wakinunua belt za 200,000, viatu za 1 million, chopper, mansions. The few, wale wachache. alafu anakuja kuturingia. Mtu amevaa saa ya 1 million alafu anaongea na kiburi tena ndani ya kanisa. For the first time ukiangalia hata kanisa yenyewe inarudisha sadaka. People have woken up. Na wamejua tumeamka. Mpango ya kukatalia kiti, kwanza ile ya juu. Wacha nicheke kwa sababu mimi niko huku kwa ground na walala hoi na wasikia vile wanaongea. Hii kura inakuja 2027. Whether mtengeze IEBC ama mkatai kutengeza, watu wanaenda nyumbani.
Even Dini Nyoro asked these politicians to stop wasting and misusing public time. Just listen to this.
You must stop misusing public time with nonsense. Hawa wananchi wa Kenya sio wajinga.
So many corrupt politicians have been exposed with time, and so many ghost projects have also been exposed thanks to the vampire diaries of Marara Kebaso and many other Kenyans who have also taken part in it. So Kenyans, do you think that these corrupt politicians and anybody who has ever worked in the government office and has a history of corruption, do you think that they should be charged and jailed? Let's listen to what Karanja Kibuku had to say.
Wazito, the pressure is increasing. Ukiona watu wanabweka, watu kama Kemanongo, Farah Maalim, and all those crooks around Ruto, when you see them backing as harshly as they are, then you know we're getting somewhere. They're backing from a position of fear. Tunashinda. Hawa watu lazima waishie prison. Hawa watu tunataka wote ikifika 2027 wakue wako Kamete prison. Na kama sio Kamete, ICC. On that note, by the way, kuna shughuli hapa inahitaji Mbogi. Email ndio hii. Nataka tuanze kutuma emails kwa hiyo address, highlighting all the ills, all the evils, all the wicked things these people are doing to our people, to our children, abductions, forced appearances, crimes against humanity. Let's do this. I got you. We've got Kenya. God bless us all. Cheers.
When we talk about integrity, then Peter Mbaye is a man of integrity. He was the head of government delivery service, but he resigned, saying that you cannot achieve development in a toxic political environment, adding that toxicity cannot go hand in hand with service delivery. Just listen to what he had to say.
One of the issues that came up, I was there, I've been appointed, and I went to my seniors and I told them this is how we want to structure delivery in the Republic of Kenya. Because we discovered there are so many offices, so many centers doing the same thing. And they said it's not possible. Because not unless we want to do this so that every office can feel they are doing something to please the head of state. I said, can we help the president in a better way? Can we corrupt all these small things, like 5 or 6, into one? I have the people, we're able to work so that we can deliver. Now, a lot of what I proposed was not done. There is a lot of structural issues, many issues about, you're supposed to work. What happens? The issue of the working issues and other issues. In short, there's been a lot of frustrations, and I don't want my name. I have a history. I have a record where I've come from for the last 10, 20 years, where I've worked before in my county of Nakuru. What I've done, I don't want to come and mess it here because I got a job. If the work cannot be done, I don't want to be associated, because what will happen, one day somebody will ask me, why didn't you deliver? Then I'll say I had issues. They will ask me, why didn't you say then? Why now? Then something will happen. Everybody will go. It will be said that the guy who is head of GDS is this one. I better speak early today to say, I don't think the kind of how the government tracking delivery work is being done is going to produce the results that we promised Kenyans. That is what I think.
George Ruto, who is also the president's son, he owns matatus within Nairobi city. And let me tell you, Kenyans, these matatus are being driven recklessly on our roads, and they are breaking traffic laws. But yet the people are still boarding these matatus. Why, Kenyans? Why? Like, this can even cost you your own lives because of how they're driving on the roads. Just listen to this.
What is wrong with you? Mnapanda manifest kwa nini? Kwa nini mnapea hiyo matatu biz? Mnajua vile ina harass the rest of the PSVs kwa hiyo stage yenu. Mnajua vile inafanyia hao matatu zingine. And then mnakuja mnapanda na hauko sure kama utafika, because you can be unaweza jipata uko heaven. Burnt offerings, you can be burnt offerings, and then unaenda unapanda, oh it is the coolest matatu. Guys, please, mnajua ni ya nani? You know whose son hizo matatu ni za nani? Zina overtake vile zinajisikia, hata hazitaki kujua kama the next cars ziko na watu, hazitaki kujua kama watoto wako anywhere near the roads. Barabara ni yao, inchi ni yao. No, hii inchi ni yetu, ni yetu, it is ours. Si ya mtu, hata mimi si yangu, ni yetu. Kenyans, us, not me, not you, us. So before Ruto akuje ambia wazazi wetu vile they have done a horrible job in raising us, we are so disrespectful, you have done a horrible job in raising your children.
Kenyans, if you ask yourselves, what is the meaning of education? I would say that education is the cornerstone of any nation's progress. But currently, Kenyans, it seems like the government is trying so hard and very determined to sabotage the future generations by crippling the education sector. This is what Honorable Evans Willis Otieno had to say.
Today, we have a situation where students who are supposed to be joining grade 9.
Grade 9, yes.
Nobody even knows where they're supposed to go.
Even their results.
Even their results is still a problem.
Yes.
And remember last year in November, the PS Education had said they are putting up 11,000 primary school blocks.
Yes.
To accommodate those who are going to join grade 9. Today, there's no
classes,
no classroom. There's no infrastructure for these kids.
Yeah.
These people are trying to mess up a generation. Because once you want to kill a country, you don't have to drop a nuclear bomb. You just mess up its education system. Then you'll have killed that entire generation. Because when those people grow up, they will not have learned. They will be zombies. So these people are just really committing an economic genocide on the people of Kenya. They're killing the entire nation of Kenya when you mess up the education system. And we must call out the Ministry of Education. If they are not ready for CBC, they should own up and do the right thing. But we cannot have a situation where our kids are exposed to an uncertain learning environment. We have to call them out and demand better for our kids.
Sometimes in politics, betrayal is always constant. It's no different from saying that kugongewa ni constant. Brian Weke believes that those people who are surrounding the president, President William Ruto, those are the first people that will send him back home in the coming elections 27. This is what Brian Weke had to say.
William Ruto akifanya saa hii opinion poll ya ukweli. Watu wa mdomo mbaya kama Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah amekosea mheshimiwa rais. Kura ya Central imeenda. Sasa mahali William Ruto anaweza saidika ni Nyanza, Western, Coast, Ukambani na Northeastern. Saa hii tena umetuma Kimani Ichung'wah akatukane Waluya kwao. Bravo Lolo. Sasa unasaidika ama usaidiki? Naona watu wengine kama huyu Kamket. Atanasema ati watu wakicheza William Ruto atatakaa 24 years. Unajua sometimes I ask myself, hao watu ni kujenga wanajenga ama ni kubomoa wanabomoa? Mheshimiwa Rais anafaa ajipige msasa. Ajiulize hao watu ambao wanamfuata. Are they with me ama wanamharibia?
Kweli.
Bravo Lolo. Because Kenyans mambo yao ni simple sana. William Ruto has to
pesa mfukoni, tax breaks umesema, jobs, mausami barabara.
Ni kazi rahisi sana Bravo Lolo. Saa hii wameongeza bei ya school fee. Ya ma university. Ukiangalia ile mimi nyakati ya Uhuru Kenyatta, nilikwambia mtoto wangu anafanya law hapa Catholic University. Nalipa 30,000. Anko yangu mtoto wake anafanya mechanical engineering hapa TUK. Analipa 90,000. Na asija kwa bande ngapi? Na hii pesa ambayo ameongeza lecturers hawalipwi. Sasa lecturers wanasema hii funding model ambayo iko na hii ya kulipa school fee na nini, na sisi hatulipwi. Bravo Lolo. Inaenda wapi?
Waziri
Mr. William Samoei Ruto, abandon hii project ya kutengeza manyumba. Tengeza manyumba Nairobi, maliza hii maslam. Huko kwingine Oshago tuachie sisi, tuko na manyumba zetu, tuko sawa.
Currently, we know that the former Prime Minister of Kenya, Raila Amolo Odinga, is fighting to get the AU seat. But it's quite clear that the Kenyan people are not on his side. And even his own supporters have started to question him. Just listen to this.
if he loses and comes back, what will the comeback of Raila have in the political space?
It'll be different. This is the first time when people are questioning him. Even his own supporters are questioning him. There were times when they used to say Raila Baba, Raila Mwana, Raila Roho Mtakatifu. And they used to do everything he said and in the way he said it at the time he said it. Right now I am seeing young people even in Bunge la Mwananchi coming out there because I watch their proceedings. People may want to trivialize that thing, but it has its own followers. And they are saying, Baba, you shouldn't have led us to Ruto. I saw people who have supported him, like a young man who attended the anti-femicide demonstrations, and he was chased away just for following Baba.
While Raila Odinga is still fighting for the AU seat, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, he came out with a very shocking statement. Like Kenyans, corruption in Kenya is real. It's real. Like I was just speechless to hear this statement, and I don't want to talk too much about this. Just listen to this.
Mimi kwa miaka rais wetu Ruto ni kama baba yangu kimiaka, na kwa hivyo mimi namheshimu sana kama rais wa Kenya. Mimi ile course nimesomea katika university ni course ya economics, na hii nchi ya Kenya iko pahali pabaya. Hii muhura tumekopa pesa 7.2 trillion Kenya shillings. Tukifanya hesabu ya hiyo pesa kuongea ukweli, huwezi ona hiyo pesa imeenda wapi, kwa sababu hiyo pesa kidogo tu unaweza kuwa umeweka barabara yote ya Kenya over 20,000 rami, that is around 1.2 trillion. Unaweza kuwa umeweka boma zote maji at 50,000 at 10,000 households, that is 500 billion. Kuweka stima at 10,000 households at 35,000, that is 350 billion. Ukiongeza zote hata kujenga a level 5 hospital in every constituency, a university of 1 billion in every constituency, hiyo pesa haifiki 3 billion. Na hiyo kusema hiyo, hakuna mtu tunatukana, tunasema tu kwenye tunataka Kenya iende mbele.
Educated young people of Kenya, the Gen Zs, they have been holding the government accountable, monitoring the government's every move they take. But it clearly seems like some politicians in the government, they're not happy with this, to the point where they're calling the young people names, they're insulting the Gen Zs. And they're forgetting that in the Kenyan Constitution, Article 33, it clearly upholds freedom of expression. So Kenyans, are the young people, the Gen Zs, in discipline or not? Listen to this.
Are the young people in discipline?
When they are not, and I want to agree with her when we are asking who exactly has the bar to say, or the standard to say that we are being indisciplined. And the DP starts by saying that we need mentorship. And I want to look at who are our mentors. Is he and Joho supposed to be our mentors? How can they show us what vice is and then demand virtue from us? It is impossible. The young people are a result of the general society and the community. And so if the young people are indisciplined, it is a very clear mirror of what the society is, because basically it is monkey see and monkey do. And so we are just doing what they have taught us to do well. It is wrong to say that we are indisciplined, because truly when we agree with what they are saying, that is when we are being called disciplined. When we cheer for them and say, miaka ingine tano for our president, that is being disciplined. But when we say this is wrong and we stand our ground, it becomes a problem to them. And then that is when they are redefining discipline into indiscipline. The young people went to the streets in June and they were killed. They did what was constitutionally right. And so the protest morphed into an online one where they believed, or where we believed, that we won't be touchable. But then we see that young people from the silhouettes, and again I want to say that that man in the casket is just an old man. Our president is very much alive and he has proved it over and over again. And so I don't know why the head of the country is reacting to pictures of an old man in a casket, of silhouettes. How does he know how his shadow looks like? And why is he reacting as the head of the country? It is so uncouth and very unsettling to us. And if we are supposed to follow what is discipline, then we are not ready to be disciplined as the young people. we are very ready to be indisciplined, because this country, if we go the way we are going, we won't have a future for us and our children. And so the government should be ready that we will continue to be indisciplined, if that is their definition of indiscipline. Yes,
all right. That's an interesting perspective coming from the Reverend. Okay, let's...
Even some politicians, including the President William Ruto, is pushing the parents to discipline their children, fighting for good governance. But let me tell you, the parents are not taking none of that nonsense. And just take a look at some of these scenes where the parents and the children are having a good time. This is the Kenya we want. We don't want any kind of enmity between our parents.
A birthday gift to my dad.
Another primitive politician is the Dagoretti North Member of Parliament, Beatrice Elachi, a clueless sycophant. She came out and said that if you believe Kenya is a bad country, then leave. Like, seriously? This is what the Village 254 had to say about this.
Kenya is a beautiful country. Kenya is a good country. A country is as good as its leadership. When the leadership is bad, it doesn't mean the country is bad. It just means we must remove that leadership. That's why we have elections every 5 years. What's wrong with you, Miss Elachi? What is wrong with you? What's so difficult to understand? Yani umeenda shule lakini una reason ni kama mtu wako enda shule. What is wrong with you? Tuondoka Kenya. Nyinyi wanasiasa ndio mnatoka Kenya mnaenda. We will push you out. What do you mean? What is wrong with you? Kenya, nyinyi ndio mtatoka. That's why we remove leadership every 5 years. Because when you have a bad leadership, you remove them every 5 years. Get out of this country. Enda mahali unajua.
Betrayal in the city. Kasamal Makore. He betrayed the GenZs. He betrayed the Kenyan people who are fighting for better governance. During the protests, the people are there to protect him and support him. But he went on and turned his back towards the people. He went to join the other team. But currently it seems like even the other team is not very interested with Kasamal Makore. Like Kasamal Makore found himself in the list, but not in the list that he was expecting. Let's listen to this.
Kasamal ameona list imetoka ya watu wanapatiwa job na Kasongo, watu wale wamelistiwa. Kasamal kaangalia jina yake kwa hiyo list, Kasamal haoni jina yake. Kasamal kapigia Raila na watu wa ODM. Hello baba sioni jina yangu kwa list. Na mulini promise kazi baba. Nilisaliti movement baba. Kasamal, jina yako iko hapo kwa list, angalia vizuri. Jina yako iko hapo Kasamal, angalia vizuri. Kasamal anamwambia, baba sioni niko na hiyo list. Over 20 people, but baba I'm not there. Kasamal, jina yako iko list. Baba list gani? Baba anambia Kasamal, jina yako iko list ya watu wa kucheza praise and worship kwa status. Unajua Kasamal, you are not a politician, you are an instrumentalist. Sasa wewe uko jina yako kwa list, utakuwa unakuja status kama kuna wageni, unashika keyboard pale, unaimbia Kasongo na watu wageni wimbo za praise and worship na zile ngoma zako. Na Kasamal ukikuja status, make sure umeprintisha CD, utauza CD. Kasamal anajama anaambia baba nilikimbia ati ile siku ya maandamano. Kasamal alikimbia hadi ile suti yake special. Hata hiyo suti haikuwa yake, alikuwa ameomba anko yake. Vile aliruka pale Nation Center iliruka haga.
Kasamal Makore said that he will do anything to get power. But currently, the only power that he will be getting is playing the keyboard for those who are in power. Currently, some rogue politicians are talking about how they are going to be rigging the 27 elections. But do you think that this will happen? Listen to this.
Kazi ya kushinda ukipiga kelele vile mta extend the term ya president to 24 years. Extend it. Lakini sisi tunakuomba kamketi, before you extend the term limit to 24 years, kwanza muangalie kwanza rais mwenyewe anaweza stahimili kukuwa rais for 24 years. Juu president aliingia hapo akiwa na afya mzuri, amenona vizuri, akiwa mzima wa afya. Sasa tukiangalia rais kisoko imetoka nje, nywele imeng'oka, amekonda, hatujui shida nini nakula rais. Sasa kwanza inafaa tushughulikia afya ya rais arudi vile anafaa kuwa. Our president is not healthy, yet you want to extend the term of the president to 24 years. Please, wewe bwana kamketi. Kwanza tuangalie afya ya rais ndio tufikirie mambo ya kuextend term limit to 24 years. Mnanipata hapo? So kamketi, hatuna shida ukitaka kuextend your term limit to 24 years. Lakini bora election isikose kwa 2027. Nyinyi wekeni term limit to 24 years, but weka election to 2027. Alafu tuonyeshe vile kunaendanga, mapema saa mbili hivi hiyo 24 years mnaongea, tutakuwa tumepatia rais mwingine akayo 24 years. Lakini William Ruto 5 years namtosha, Sugoi Express.
The Kenya Kwanza regime portrays itself as very religious, going to all these churches and donating huge amounts of money. But do you think there's more to that? Do you think that this is just another case of a hyena wearing the sheep's skin? Do you think so? Just listen to what Eska Urunga had to say about Freemasonry in Kenya.
For any unbeliever, go and Google Ali Bongo. Yeah, Kenyans, I want Kenyans to open their eyes and see how this country is really run. Google Ali Bongo and go into churchofsatanism.com. Under the website, Church of Satanism. If you have the guts.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you are? Good. I hope everybody does it. Churchofsatanism.com. Go under History, Media Circus, yeah, and go under 582, type in a code, 582/KE. In there you will find a name of one of Wilson's very close business associates. Somebody who
we all know?
Yes, associated with True Black Company.
Wow.
I'll leave that for you. So that, you know, I started doing investigations into Wilson because I thought, is this guy a human trafficker, killer? What is he? And then I came across this Freemason information and I unearthed so much stuff. And that is why they are so angry. They're so angry. I have content and I have many more names.
Okay, is it true that somebody was planning to kill you not too long ago?
That is true. If you had this information, they would be planning to kill you as well. They failed.
How?
They sent gunmen. I was supposed to have a car accident. Yeah.
We listen but we don't judge.
Nimepepa pesa milioni 300 ya kulipa wakulima.
We listen but we don't judge.
Kufika jioni leo, kila mkulima atakuwa amelipwa pesa yake.
We listen but we don't judge.
Pesa karibu shilingi bilioni 1 inapatikana kila siku kutokana na biashara ya bodaboda.
We listen but we don't judge.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. I'm your host, Elvis Derry. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.